What's happening, everybody? Greg Ehrenberg here from OddsShopper, and we're about to break down another slate, and we're going to be focusing on college basketball today because we've got the NCAA Tournament starting back up today. Sweet 16 going to be happening today and tomorrow, and we've got bets posted over at OddsShopper for some of the college games, some good-looking props. Going to be getting into those in a second. As you guys come in here, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to check out all the tools we have over at OddsShopper, you get a 1-week free trial, no risk to you at all. Click on the link below. Try it out for 7 days. I think you guys are going to like it and you're going to stick around. There's no risk to you. Come check it out, and I'm about to show it on screen here. So here we go. Looking at the college basketball bets as of right now, not going to be quite as many bets for the Sweet 16 as there was for, say, the first round of the tournament, but it's because there's less games on the board. But still, some ones here that make some sense that we're going to be getting into. And of course, we start off with a guy's name who I have zero clue how to pronounce, because one thing that I've highlighted for you guys as I've gone through stuff like college basketball and NHL, I do not know very much about these sports, but it does not matter when you use OddsShopper because the tool is so easy to use that it is going to find the plus EV bets for you by using the market against itself. Something else too, make sure you guys are betting some of the best lines here, and I'm going to show you why. FanDuel, for instance, we're going to call them Olives, and then no clue how his last name is pronounced. But his points line here is over 10.5 minus 102 on FanDuel. Compare the to every other book. The next best line posted is minus 128 on Caesars, and then that's around where most books have it. Minus 128 to minus 135 is the range. The FanDuel line is a clear outlier, which is why when we are building our algorithm based on a weighted sportsbook model here, the FanDuel line just really sticks out because FanDuel has posted a line way different for this prop line than any other book. So over 10.5 points on our guy Olives here. I'll try to pronounce his name. Olivier Nkamahu. That was absolutely not correct. But anyway, over 10.5 points for him. Looks like a pretty solid bet. And here's a player that I do know in college basketball, Drew Timme. Timme, we have him with an over-under of 19.5 points. It is plus money on FanDuel. And you don't find plus money on anywhere else for this market. You'll see Caesars is the next best line, also on this one, a minus 105. But by and large part, we're looking at around minus 120 as the fair line for Drew Timme. So under 19.5 points at plus money on FanDuel. That is another plus EV bet as far as we have it projected. Same, another one here, another plus money bet over on FanDuel. This is for Julian Strawther, over 14.5 points, plus 102 on FanDuel. Compare this to the lines at every other book. Minus 123 on Caesars, minus 115 is the best line available at other books, Unibet and BetRivers. So another clear outlier line on FanDuel, over 14.5 points plus money for Julian Strawther. We've talked about this over the course of the NCAA tournament. FanDuel has by far the softest lines for college basketball props relative to other books, and you could actually often arbitrage these as well. It's another tool we have here. Now, I don't know if there's going to be any arbitrage bets available. Here's one for, there's some here. This is going to be for hockey, though. Alexander Ovechkin, just to show you guys sometimes how different the odds will be across different books. If you wanted to just lock in a profit, you could bet Ovechkin for under 4.5 shots on goal at plus 100, and you could bet over 4.5 at plus 110. This line available at BetMGM for the plus 110. Unibet, it's available at plus 100. You just lock in a profit. If you find some of these arbitrage spots, we'll typically have a few of them posted per day, and it's just based on whatever is available. But there have been a decent number of arbitrage spots for college basketball. None as of right now, but just to show you guys once again some of those bets that are available that project well for us. We had Strawther for over 14.5 points, Drew Timme for under 19.5 points, and then Olives over 10.5 points. That is in the Tennessee-Florida Atlantica game. Olivier N over 10.5 points, best line available at FanDuel, and seen that pretty typically with a lot of our college basketball bets. Here's one, BetRivers for Jaime Jaquez Jr., which is over 19.5. BetRivers is minus 103 available, and there's also minus 103 at Unibet, but then you see some other lines, minus 133 at Caesars, minus 110 at PointsBet, minus 110 at BetMGM. So a little bit of line shopping value on the over 19.5 points for Jaquez Jr. That is a BetRivers one. But all the other ones, as you see there, are for FanDuel as far as the best line goes. Let's look at NBA. There's only 4 games tonight, but I did see when I was looking at this earlier, I did look at these in advance yesterday, and some other days I'll just do the show blind, not knowing what's going to show up on OddsShopper. But for today, I did look at some of these in advance, and I wanted to highlight the Franz Wagner bet here for over 3.5 rebounds. So one thing that really stands out here about Wagner, once again, points bet, over 3.5 rebounds, minus 150. He's actually posted at 4.5 at a handful of other books. Caesars is 4.5. DraftKings is 4.5. BetMGM is 4.5. So if you get the 3.5 number on Franz Wagner, certainly much more favorable than the 4.5 as far as the over in the rebounds department goes. So usually a lot of the line shopping value is going to be coming from, hey, this book has over, 10.5 at plus 102 and every other book is minus 120. Sometimes you just outright find a book that has a different line posted than everywhere else. We'll see that pretty often with spreads. We'll see a line open up. It'll be like, hey, it'll be minus 2.5 here, minus 4.5 at other spots. But Franz Wagner over 3.5 rebounds, that is a pretty good looking bet. There was one that I posted earlier in the day on the Terry Rozier under assists, but since I've posted that, the line has already moved. I posted that in Chalkboard earlier today. If you guys aren't in Chalkboard, check it out. It's totally for free. There's a link below. No risk to you there. No money cost. Free to download the app. Free to download it, and then also just join our channel within Chalkboard. And I post additional bets in there during the day. One of them I posted was under 6.5 assists for Terry Rozier, but that one is no longer on the board at the line that I bet it. Here is a money line that's posted. It is on the Clippers, minus 162 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Bet Rivers is a minus 162. Other books, minus 175 to minus 190 range at BetMGM. So if you guys can get the minus 162 on the Clippers, that's a good looking value bet as well. Now let's look at some of the parlays. See if there's any. Look at Prize Picks again. Prize Picks parlay. See if anything looks good here. Look, of course, our friend with the impossible to pronounce name. Nobody knows how to pronounce his name. His parents been debating it for many years, but here he is. Leading the way, 56% win rate. This is our number one overall bet in Prize Picks is in Kamahu for under 5.5 rebounds. It was also a good bet for us over at FanDuel. But you'll see one here that stands out for Prize Picks purposes. And then from FAU, Martin under 13.5 points, Kawhi Leonard under 7.5 rebounds, SGA under 5.5 rebounds, Spencer Dinwiddie under 30.5 points plus rebounds plus assists, and Brandon Ingram under 27.5 points. That flex play over at Prize Picks, we do it with a 2% expected win rate, good for a 7% expected ROI. So if you guys are playing on Prize Picks and you're looking for a parlay to tail over there, also stuff that we have available here in OddsShopper. So there's a Prize Picks parlay for you, and let's look at a book parlay as well, and then we'll close this out for the day. We already looked at FanDuel before. Let's see if anything stands out for DraftKings, and it does. Mostly hockey bets. Vanny Malkin for no assists, that's plus money. Tippett also for no points at plus money. Julius Randle, another plus money bet under 26.5 points. Jacob Vrana over 2.5 shots on goal, minus 120. Tarasenko under 2.5 shots on goal, minus 150. So overall, this is a 23-1 parlay over on DraftKings. 4% expected win rate, 14% expected ROI. Obviously, you're not going to find 5-leg parlays that are expected to win 30 to 40% of the time or anything, but these are ones that if you tail them and bet them over the time, you are going to end up being plus money in the long haul. So that's going to do it for me today here. I hope you guys find some bets that you like. And if you want to sign up over at OddsShopper, as I said, use the link below. Totally free for 7 days. Check out all the different sports we have and slowly adding more. I know golf is coming soon. Tennis is also in the works. We're slowly building our product up to make sure that we have every single market and every single sport always available over on OddsShopper. If you guys haven't done it yet, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Any questions for myself, let me know below in the comment section, or go check out Chalkboard and message me there. Wolfie's also been in there answering a bunch of questions. We're sweating bets along with you guys. That does it for me. Good luck today.